Alright, so this is actually going to be my first foray into the whole YouTube criticisms and all sorts of good things. First off, I'm Martyr, and I decided that today I'm going to do a video response to what you can find on YouTube as the worst gaming console of all time by Shazanalicious, posted March 8th of 2008. Regardless of when it was posted, this guy still needs to get his shit straight. So, he goes off in his video talking about console gaming and how Microsoft Xbox 360 is the worst console ever. First and foremost, I am not a fanboy of the 360 or any Microsoft related product. I have a lot of Microsoft related products, but that's only because I've had good experiences thus far, and I haven't had the luck to receive others as gifts or buy anything else. So, that being said, he sits there and he talks about how it's got a high percent of failure rate. Well, back then it was 16%. Now it's closer to 50%. Okay? Regardless of its failure rate, it's still the number 2 console ever in this current generation console war. He also compares it to computer gaming. He says that he built a computer for $500 or less that can play games way better than the 360. See here, pulling up on reference, BestBuy.com, system requirements for Call of Duty World at War, relatively recent game. Requires a AMD Athlon processor, 64, or Intel Pentium 4, processor speed of 3 GHz, operating system of Vista or XP, system memory of 512 megs, hard drive space of 8 gigs, and PC video card of 256 megabyte GeForce 6600 GT, as long as it has Pixel Shader 3.0. Game currently retails for $50. I went on to Newegg, and I built a computer with the exact same specs, which, by the way, the memory would have been DDR for that computer's generation, and roughly $385 before shipping. So, with that being said, the guy should really look into what the fuck he's talking about before he bashes shit, because, yeah, that's minimum system requirements. You play a PC game on minimum system requirements, it's gonna fucking look like shit. Not only is it gonna look like shit, it's gonna play like shit. On low resolution, graphics are gonna be nasty and choppy and everything. For $385, you can go to your local retailer, you can buy a fucking Nintendo Wii, you can buy a 360, you can buy a PS3, and you can buy the game, Call of Duty World at War. It's going to look way better, it's going to play better, it's going to run faster, it's going to support higher resolutions, and you're going to be able to get all the online multiplayer. Granted, sure, you don't have to pay for it on PC, you have to pay for it on Xbox Live, you don't have to on PS Network, and Wii offers multiplayer on it free of charge. So, what I want to know is where he really thinks that he can write a good review, because it's a piece of shit. It really is. He can't even fucking back his shit up with relative facts. You cannot go out and buy a PC game that may be $20 or $30 less than a console game and expect it to run on a computer that's 6 years old just as good as it will on a console. Sure, you may be able to go out and get Crysis for $40 as soon as it came out, but in order to play it the way it was meant to be played, you need about a $2,000 rig. This whole console versus PC shit, it needs to stop, because there's two completely different worlds that we're talking about here. Yeah, okay, 360 whenever it first came out, and PS3 respectively, they had really good hardware that for the price tag you couldn't get in a computer. You know, 512 megs dedicated memory of DDR3 RAM, a triple-core processor at 3 gigs per core in the Xbox 360, 8-core processor in the PS3, and a really good graphics processor in both of the two systems. Yeah. Okay. Totally compares to a Pentium 4, let me tell you. I don't like the shit that some of these people are posting. I don't. So I'm gonna rant about it. Like they're ranting about it. Only my shit's gonna be viable and it's gonna make sense. Thanks for playing. Martyr out.